Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's... No, it's not. Okay, let's go. We're gonna start now. Oh man, this takes a lot of attention too. There's no like dead time. When I'm shooting off mags, I can hold down the trigger for at least a few seconds. Oh man, I have to pay attention the whole 430 darts. My attention span is not that strong. You know what would be cool? Supercuts of only the shots, like in full auto mode. Yeah, I might have to put that together. It's a lot of editing. Oh man, the efficiency just dropped right there. I should have shot off 2 instead of just 1. I'm trying to talk and shoot at the same time and I'm screwing that up. Oh man. I like how my cat, I don't have a secondary camera pointing down range, but my cat's so used to this, she's still just napping over in that chair in the corner. She's just like, yeah, Franklin's shooting the wall again. Let's just let him be. Thank you, Andromeda. She didn't even acknowledge me speaking to her. Okay, I have to think of a topic to talk about, because it's just going to be boring if I'm just shooting here. Nemesis versus Regulator. I've been thinking about that one for a while. Okay, so that counts, I guess, because it shot 10 feet. It didn't catch. I held down the trigger. Negligent discharge, I suppose. Nemesis v Regulator up in here. I'm not going to make a versus episode because they're just so like completely different with darts and balls. Okay. I'm losing my train of thought. I can't do 2 things at once. Anyways, I was thinking, because the cost of the Regulator, I think it just hit Amazon for like $60 US, where the Nemesis is on Amazon for about $100 US, and I think that's the MSRP of both the blasters, which is considerably different, especially since the Regulator comes with all the cool like attachments and stuff, whereas the Nemesis, you have to buy the batteries, whether it's the rechargeable or alkalines. You have an added cost, and even though it includes 100 rounds, which is a lot, you're going to want to buy more, because that's just one hopper, and you're going to blow your whole load in like 30 seconds. So the cost there is like a pretty major factor, and the Nemesis, I mean, it performs really well, but I've been running into some issues where the hopper is just kind of getting a little bit annoying, and I'm starting to prefer the predictability of the chaos. And shoot, the chaos, that's another thing. I think I already made the versus episode, but the more I use the Nemesis, the more I'm drawn into the chaos in a way. If you're going to shoot less than 40 rounds for like the whole game, I would personally take a chaos, just because every time you press the trigger, you know it's going to shoot, whereas the Nemesis, because it's a hopper, sometimes it doesn't work out. I need to catch my breath, so intermission music while I'm still shooting. Oh, yeah, I can hear it. My hand's actually starting to hurt a little bit. If you're one of the counting nerds where if I'm not multitasking and I hear clicking, I tend to start to count them and I like to keep track in my head. I don't know why, it's just one of my little tics. I can't do it while I'm trying to talk and shoot, but if you're one of those guys and you're keeping perfect count, way to go, bro. If I didn't slosh piles, I could tell you when I hit 130, because when I get to the end of this stack, that was weird, I'll get to about 130 darts. Oh my gosh, that's a little bit depressing because that's not even halfway. Oh man, some of these darts aren't going into the barrel. They're like fat. Fatties. I want to get lightweight light switches, because I could totally I think I've hit that light panel like 3 or 4 times now. If I get like lightweight ones that barely take any force to change, I could totally tactically change the lights and say, instead of Alexa, turn the lights off, I could, oh, she's gonna shut up. I could totally be a sniper and turn my lights on and off. But since I have Alexa voice control, why not? My hands are cramping up. Too much Red Bull, not enough water. Okay, let's try to blaze through these last ones. How fast can I get those rate of fire? I don't know. That's pretty much like Nemesis status. Full auto, pretty much. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I committed to doing this video. It took like 15 or 20 minutes to count all these darts and prepare them like this to present to you guys how I counted them. So I feel like that would all be a waste if I give up, but my rate of fire is certainly going to slow down. Might need a water break up in here. Gosh, firing the Jolt like 30 times, maybe 100 times, not a big deal, but I'm about to pass 130, and my hand is like cramping up in here. And oh, I have like marks. I'm gonna have like a bloodied hand by the end of this. That'll be sweet. It'll look like I got in a fist fight, like a baller, because that happens all the time in Naples, Florida. We've had one shooting in the last like 5 years, and I think it was like a 22 caliber. I think it was like a negligent discharge, and he accidentally shot himself, and that was the last shooting in my city, like 5 years ago. It's not like it's Chicago up in here. Oh, it stayed in the barrel, doesn't count. I guess it takes 130 darts to wake up my cat, so thanks for joining us, sweetie. I would never shoot my cat. Occasionally she likes to chase the darts when I shoot the walls, and she catches the ricochets, but I never shoot them directly at her or near her. Thanks very much to my bro for the intermission music up in here, because me shooting is just too boring. He has a dream of making a professionally mastered studio musical album. If you'd like to support his dream, there'll be a link in the description box to his, what crowdfunder is he on? Kickstarter? Or shoot, I forgot. His crowdfunder to let his dream become reality if you want to support him. Thanks very much, bro, for the music. Although he's not a nerfer, so I doubt he's this far into this video. Because I'm surprised. I mean, if you are and you're actually paying attention and not just skipping to the end to see how long this took, which, let's be real, that's how most of us watch YouTube videos, right? Anything that has to do with a timer, why watch? It's like, would you like to watch the commercials if you could have not just a fast forward button like on a TiVo, you have a buffer bar, so you can pan over, see where the thumbnail changes to me going like this. Sorry for the false alarm if you just jumped here assuming I was done. But then you can see how long it took. Why would you watch the whole thing in live or real time? And I don't know how you guys watch YouTube land, but most videos people speak too slowly for my taste when they speak like this, like 60 words a minute or whatever. I end up watching their videos on 2x speed. So that would be a fun thing to play with in this video. Slow-mo, like, or, 2x speed, which I can't replicate IRL, or I guess I can try. Oh man, this is going to look even sicker with real 2x speed applied. Like, math not even once. That's inappropriate given my demographic. I'm watching Breaking Bad again. I think I've watched, that's why I'm thinking about meth, of course. Watched all 5 seasons all the way through. I'm thinking this is on my 4th or 5th iteration now. I tend to play TV shows that I've already watched in the background when I'm doing work. I just posted up on Instagram my studio renovation thing, redoing my pegboard and all of that. Might make a video on my second channel when I'm finished with it to go over it, since I've gotten a few good questions on the Instagram. But I watch the TV shows that I've already watched, otherwise I won't actually get any work done, and I sit there and I stare at the TV instead of work. So now that I know it's already happened, I can just listen to the funny parts or whatever. Okay. What is the timer on? Wake up. You're gonna make me wake you up to see the stopwatch, you big jerk? 9 minutes. Okay, F that. Nobody wants to sit through that, so, well, okay, I'll have an unedited version on my second channel, which if you can hear my dialogue, instead of me going super fast time-lapse mode or whatever, you're probably watching right now. It would be funny to jump cut everything together like I mentioned in the beginning. Didn't realize it would take this long, and I'm nearly halfway there at 10 minutes. So assuming I don't slow down even further as I deteriorate or fatigue, I should be able to beat 20 minutes. Someone's gonna ask me, hey Franklin, what did you do today? I spent 20 minutes straight shooting Nerf darts at a wall out of the slowest, most just piece of crap Nerf blaster in existence. Although I haven't had any jams and it's shooting relatively accurately. I mean, it's for Nerf darts. Not as bad as I was expecting. My hand freaking hurts though, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna have to get some close-ups on my war wounds up in here. Now, if this is the challenge for 772K subscribers, what should I do if I ever hit 1 million? Now, that'll be a while since I kind of hit a pretty big growth at the middle of 2015, sort of had consistent last year. This year's been pretty slow since I've changed up my content a little bit. It's less, the Nerf combos and Nerf stereotypes were lots of views and lots of attention, lots of people dug them. But they got kind of dried out, sort of. When you hit the big stereotypes, now going over all the little ones, people don't care quite as much, and it gets a little old. I have a few other series in the works, but not confident they'll be as big as those. So, I'm not complaining. My channel is bigger than I ever thought it could get, and that's what, there's a joke in there somewhere. But constant growth is just something in every element of my life. I like to continue to pursue excellence and try to get everything as good as I can get it. I think my content has come along. This is a very awkward one-way conversation at this point because I can sort of guess what a lot of my viewers would be responding to these odd, like open-ended questions. But since nobody's actually telling them and talking back to me, and it would be kind of weird on camera to talk to my alter egos, which I do regularly, but can't have evidence of that on video. I don't remember where that conversation was going. Gosh, my attention span is crap. Okay, this is coming up on 330. If I've maintained regular fatigue, oh shoot, right when I talk about it, I screw it up. When I finish this row, that'll be 3:30, and I'm gonna recheck, damn it, I screwed it up. I'm gonna recheck my timer because I should be at about 15 minutes. My screen went back to sleep, of course. It'd be funny, but I think I'd also cry for about an hour if I forgot to hit record. Oh, light switch, boom. That was pretty sick. It made a funny noise. Okay. 13. Oh, am I good? Am I getting faster? Oh man, maybe I'm improving. I assumed I'd fatigue and get slower, but I might actually be getting better. If I don't pick that up and shoot it now, I'm going to forget, and I know somebody out there is going to say, no, it doesn't count. It was 429. Hit the light switch again. Man, I'm turning into a sniper up in here. With a Jolt. Well, it's single shot, so close enough. Okay, 14, just past 14. If I speed through, do you think I can finish this in 2 minutes? Okay, let's go. Light switch again. Ah. Oh yeah, that'll definitely, okay. Assuming I don't shatter my camera lens over there, if I don't look up, I can save, a fraction of a second. Focus purely on loading. I think if I analyze the workflow here, I can get it quite a bit faster. My hand can, you think it's more efficient to prime before or after I load, or do you think it matters? I'm kind of relying on the suction of the prime a little bit to fully seat the dart. So I assume it's a little faster to do it this way. Obviously, reducing travel time from storage to barrel is going to help. Not calculating for fatigue because I'm hunched over, and this would start to annoy me after a few hundred, but since it's at the end, okay. Okay, I'm not going to turn the blaster. That might save an extra little bit. Seems to. And if it were turned the other way, like this, I could be a total gangster. That counts. Am I still in frame? So close. Okay, let's grind it out. I can see the finish line. That's when athletes hurt themselves because they push their muscles beyond their limits. That's an unfair analogy because that's so not what I'm doing. It was close to the light switch. Oh man, my hand is actually, it's sweating. It's actually, what did I just shoot? I better, oh man. Okay. If I get a scuff on this camera lens. This is my solid prime lens that I like. If you notice the gentle bokeh in the background, actually the background's a little too close to my body here, but 1.8 aperture, bro. Any camera nerds are out there, they'll dig on it. I don't want to damage the lens, that's what I'm saying. The Nerf dart won't like shatter it really, but just a little scuff. It'll have a micro abrasion. For YouTube videos, I won't really notice, but a lot of my photography, it would show up and drive me nuts. Oh man, 6 left. The talking to myself, it helps distract from time. oh, got clumsy. Oh man, too clumsy. 429, 430. Oh man, did you stop? 17 minutes, 22. 17 minutes. That's what this says. My official timer will be off like plus or minus 2 seconds or whatever. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, red all up in there and up in there. And my fingers are red from priming it. My wounds. It's like after you go golfing, you have the little red, the pre-calluses or whatever. Oh man, I'm exhausted. I'm actually sweating. I'm not gonna show you the close-ups on that. Yeah, I wear sweatpants to work. Deal with it. And there we have it, the 430 Nerf Dart challenge with the Jolt, just under 18 minutes, which is not competitive at all.